Hi, this is Bill Watkins. It's been a while since we've gotten together, but I want to start back now at 1 Peter chapter 4, where we left off. This time, let's look at parts of verses 7 and 8. He says, "The end of all things is at hand. Therefore be self-controlled and sober-minded for the sake of your prayers. Above all, keep loving one another earnestly, since love covers a multitude of sins." I want to look at this in pieces for a moment. He says, the end of all things is at hand. Does he mean by that what it appears to say, that the end of the world is at hand? At hand tend to mean right around the corner, and clearly the end of the world is not at hand. The end of the Jewish dispensation is at hand in the sense of the destruction of Jerusalem and all that goes with it, and that could have under consideration, but I tend to think it's talking about us individually, that the end of all things for us is at hand. All of us are just a heartbeat away from leaving this life. And so he's saying, if the end of all things is at hand, if I'm going to come to the end of all things, then what do I need to do? He says, be self-controlled and sober-minded for the sake of your prayers, and above all, keep loving one another earnestly, since love covers a multitude of sins. Notice what he said. First of all, be self-controlled. The idea of that is that we need to be people who are steady in mind. Sober-minded originally just meant don't be drunk, but it means a lot more than that. It means that we are serious about our lives, not to the point that we don't have fun, but that we take things completely seriously when it comes to God. He says, and do that for the sake of your prayers. If you want your prayers to be answered, be steady in mind and be steady in spirit, be consistent and serious about what you do, and keep on loving one another earnestly. Love is the greatest commandment, to love the Lord with all your heart, soul, and mind, and the second is like it, love your neighbor as yourself. To be ready for that day, these are things we must do. Thanks for watching.